Gentlemen, let's be honest for a second. Every man watching this thinks he knows exactly what works in the bedroom. You've got your go-to moves, the ones you've relied on for decades. But what if I told you that the positions most men think are hitting the spot are actually the ones women secretly dread? I'm talking about the moves that look great in movies, but in real life leave her staring at the ceiling waiting for it to be over. Or worse, in actual physical discomfort. It's not your fault. Nobody teaches us this. But the landscape of intimacy is changing. As we head into 2026, the science of female pleasure has given us a completely new roadmap. I'm Dr. Connie, a board-certified urologist with 9 years of experience treating men's health and intimacy issues. I've spoken to thousands of couples, and I've seen the data from large peer-reviewed studies. Today, we are fixing this. I'm going to walk you through the top 5 positions women actually prefer globally, based on physiology, not fantasy. And we'll also cover the 2 popular positions you should retire immediately. By the end of this video, you won't just know what to do, you'll understand the biology of why it works, so you can adapt in the moment without a script. You'll walk away with a toolkit that fits her body and protects yours. If you're ready to turn good enough into unforgettable, tap the like button right now and let's get into it. Before we count down the top 5, I need to give you the skeleton key that unlocks all of them. If you don't understand this one biological concept, none of the positions matter. Here's the truth that changes everything. Internal movement alone is rarely enough. In my clinic, I see men obsessed with depth, speed, and duration. They treat intimacy like a marathon, but studies confirm that only a small minority of women reach the finish line through internal stimulation alone. For the vast majority, pleasure relies on what I call the 2 pillars of sensation. Consistent blood flow. She must be relaxed enough for the tissue to engorge. The bridge. Simultaneous external stimulation paired with internal connection. Biologically, the most sensitive nerve endings aren't deep inside. They are external, right at the front of the pelvis. If you pull away to thrust deep, you literally break the circuit of her pleasure. Women reporting the highest satisfaction aren't with men who are acrobats. They are with men who maintain contact with the front of the pelvis while keeping a comfortable rhythm inside. So, as we go through this list, I want you to look for one thing: contact. Which positions let you stay connected? Let's start the countdown with number 5. Number 5, side-lying spooning. Number 5 gets a bad rap for being lazy, but it's actually a masterpiece of ergonomics, side-lying, or what you might call spooning. Don't scroll away thinking this is just for cuddling. When you are both lying on your sides, your pelvises are parallel. This usually creates a shallower gliding angle rather than a deep, abrupt one. For many women, this reduces the risk of cervical bumping, which can be painful and allows for slow, rhythmic pressure that builds intensity over time. For you, the older gentleman, it's a savior for your lower back and knees. There's zero strain on your joints, but here's the secret sauce. It gives you total access. Your hands are free to provide external stimulation at the front of the pelvis. You can caress her neck, whisper in her ear, and sync your breathing. If it feels awkward, use a pillow between her knees. This aligns her hips and opens the pelvic floor, making entry smoother and more comfortable. Think rocking, not pumping. Press your pelvis forward against her glutes and use short rhythmic movements. It stimulates the external nerves while maintaining internal intimacy. Low effort, high reward. Number 4, seated edge. Number 4 is a powerhouse for connection, the seated edge. Sit on the edge of a sturdy bed or chair, and she straddles you facing you. This position forces you to slow down and look at each other. Eye contact releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which helps her relax. And remember, a relaxed body feels more pleasure. From a physics standpoint, she's in the driver's seat. She controls depth and angle. Size differences or discomfort solved instantly. Your hands are free to hold her hips or stimulate the front of the pelvis. With torsos pressed together, you naturally create friction and pressure against the clitoral structure. Tip: don't treat this as up and down. Think roll and press. Less about internal friction, more about external pressure. Quick question for you. Where are you watching from today? Drop your city or country in the comments. I love seeing how global this community is becoming. Number 3, face-to-face lying, the missionary upgrade. I'm not talking about the 1950s lights-off version. I'm talking about the coital alignment technique, CAT. Standard missionary often fails because the angle is wrong. You thrust past the sensitive areas. Fix it by shifting your weight forward. Lower your chest to hers. Slide slightly upward so the base of your penis presses against the front of her pelvis. Upgrade tip: place a small pillow under her hips. Tilted pelvis equals circular rhythmic grinding. She will beg for this because it combines emotional grounding, eye contact and kissing, and constant external nerve stimulation. You aren't breaking contact. You are grinding against the hot spot with every movement. No athletics required, just rhythm. Number 2, woman on top. This position ranks high in studies because it eliminates pain. She sets pace, depth, and angle. Men often make the mistake of lying like a starfish. Don't do that. Be active. Place your hands on her hips or caress her chest. Key tip, angle of the hips matters. Forward lean equals base of pelvis grinding against yours, the two-pillar effect, internal fullness plus external friction. If knees tire, suggest 1 foot flat on the bed. It keeps the sensation without strain. Number 1, rear entry modified for 2026. Traditional rear entry gets mixed reviews. Why? It can feel impersonal or painfully deep. Here's how to make it world-class. Legs closer together equals snug sensation. Pillow under stomach and hips equals controls depth. Avoid cervical pain. Use one hand to provide external stimulation at the front. Combine deep internal stimulation with manual external stimulation, firing on all cylinders. G-zone internally, C-zone externally. Think glide, not jab. Slow it down. Rolling motion. External hand equals deeply intimate, pleasurable experience. 2 positions to retire immediately. Standing shower, slippery, water washes away natural lubrication, risk of falls. Acrobatic knees by the ears creates pelvic floor cramping, lower back stress, cervix bruising. Daily plan for your next encounter. Shorten your range, outer third. Stay connected. Use wedges and pillows, precision tools, align bodies, protect your back, the 30-second breathe, hold her, breathe together, nervous system synchrony. Gentlemen, here's the truth. Age doesn't mean a fading sex life. The most satisfied couples are often in their 50s, 60s, 70s. They stop performing for an invisible audience and start paying attention to each other. Intimacy in 2026 means connection, dignity, comfort, and pleasure. You have the tools, you know the anatomy, now create that connection. If this video gives you a new perspective, subscribe, leave a comment on which adjustment you'll try first, and share your success story. I'm Dr. Connie, and remember, age is just a number. Vitality is a choice. Take care.